بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا أرحم الراحمين. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal, teach us what benefit us from what He taught us, and increase us in knowledge. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. My dear beloved respected brothers and sisters, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make me and you from the people who listen and apply. We have a very important topic tonight, and that is Yawm al-Jumu'ah, the day of Friday, the day of Jumu'ah. As we all know, Jumu'ah is our weekly Eid. It is the Muslims' weekly Eid. It's the best day of the week. Rasulullah ﷺ praised that day, and we noticed that there are many mistakes, very common mistakes done by many Musallin on that day. So inshallah, I will address them today to the best of my ability, asking Allah Azza wa Jal to give me the tawfiq and make it from my heart to your heart. First, many people neglect Jumu'ah in general. They skip coming to the masjid on Jumu'ah without any valid reason. I am busy at work, I am this, I am that. No. Coming to Jumu'ah is a fard upon every Muslim male, adult Muslim male. Allah revealed the surah, named it Al-Jumu'ah, and in it He said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمُعَةِ فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ. When, oh you believe, when the call is made for Jumu'ah, leave your trade, leave your business, leave your job, and come to the remembrance of Allah Azza wa Jal. Attending Jumu'ah is a fard upon every single adult Muslim male. The sisters, they have an option. It's not an obligation upon them. If they would like to come, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, and if they don't want, they are not sinful. Rasulullah ﷺ said, and the hadith is in Sahih Muslim, let those who abandon attending the Jumu'ah prayer refrain from doing so, or Allah will seal their hearts and they will become heedless. So this is a very dangerous matter, and it's a major sin, leaving Jumu'ah without any valid excuse. And another hadith, whomsoever leave Jumu'ah on purpose 3 weeks in a row, it is sealed on his heart that he's a munafiq, he's a hypocrite. So this is a very dangerous matter. Now, alhamdulillah, most of us attend the Jumu'ah, and during the Jumu'ah, and sometimes before the Jumu'ah, we have some common mistakes. First, some people come early, alhamdulillah, which is a very good thing, and they read the Quran. Excellent. But they read the Quran in a loud voice that bothers the people who are maybe praying. That is the first mistake. You cannot, even reading the Quran should be quiet. Move your lips, but read quietly, and do not disturb anybody who is praying. Many people, mashallah, they come to Jumu'ah, but they harm others. How? By parking in their driveway, by blocking their driveway, by parking on their front lawn. We cannot, subhanallah, we are coming to perform ibadah. We are coming to perform an act of worship, and I go and I harm my neighbors or the neighbors of the masjid and my brothers and sisters, or I block them and I stay inside and maybe they have to finish and go to work and I delay them. No. We are not supposed to cause any harm to anybody anytime, and specifically on the day of of Jumu'ah. Another common mistake is someone who Allah blessed and he comes early to the masjid. Instead of earning the reward of being in the first rows, he sits all the way in the back to lean his back against the wall. Now, if the brother has a sickness, if the brother has a back problem, that's a different story. I'm talking about someone who has nothing and he sits in the back and he loses the ajr of the first rows. We walk into the masjid and we start filling the spaces as we go. You come in and you see an empty space, you go there and sit down in that space, and everybody fill up the rows. This will not create any problems and will not create the next mistake, which is takhatt al-riqab. You see brother coming late and he saw a spot which is not supposed to be empty in the third row and the masjid is full. He keep crossing the brothers above their shoulder to get there. And Rasulullah ﷺ, he told us and he prohibited doing that. Takhatti al-riqab. Now some brothers also, subhanallah, they are already in the masjid and they stand at the entrance of the masjid and they start talking, and the imam stood up already and they are not in the main hall. They are not sitting down and getting ready for the khutbah. Why this is a mistake? Because you already, my brother, have missed. Rasulullah ﷺ told us that the angels are standing at the door and recording the people who are coming to Jumu'ah. You have missed your name to be on the list of people attending the Jumu'ah. When the Imam stand up, Rasulullah ﷺ said, the angels sit down and listen to the khutbah. Sometimes people live around the masjid or people are in the parking lot talking and chatting, and the khutbah already started. You have missed a lot of reward, my brother. So please, the minute you come, try to make sure you are in the masjid before the imam stands up. Sometimes there are schools in the masjid and the kids keep playing around, sometimes not even, they're 12, 14, 16, they are playing around the masjid. And they are the first people who should be attending the Jumu'ah, and they play around the masjid and the imam stand up and then they come and sit down and listen to the khutbah. You are losing a huge reward. Now we come to the most common mistake. Unfortunately, it is the cell phone. Using the cell phone while the khatib is performing the khutbah, is giving the khutbah. My brothers and sisters, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, whomsoever play with the pebbles, faqad lagha. At the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, there was no carpet. People used to sit down and there are pebbles on the floor, so they used to play with the pebbles while the khatib. He said, whomsoever play with the pebbles, faqad lagha. What does lagha mean? His Jum'ah, the ajr, the reward of Jumu'ah is gone. Now he will get the ajr only of Dhuhr. Allahu Akbar. Just because he's playing with the pebbles. Similarly, playing with the carpet, playing with your toes, playing with the phone, checking your messages. Put the phone away. Subhanallah. Half an hour a week. Not a day, half an hour a week. We cannot detach ourselves from the dunya. Half an hour a week. Put your phone away, my brother. Put your phone away. You have lost the ajr of Jumu'ah when you start playing on the phone. Come in, turn off the phone, put it on airplane mode and put it in your pocket and do not touch it until the salat is over. Please, my brothers and sisters, leave the dunya for half an hour and concentrate on the khutbah. Listening to the khutbah, paying attention to the khutbah is a wajib. Another very common mistake. If every once in a while something happened and you came late and you attended only the salat, alhamdulillah, you're excused. But there are people every single week, they only come to attend the salat. My brother, my dear brother, please, you are missing a lot of reward. You are missing the ajr of listening to the words of Allah Azza wa Jal. You are missing the ajr of getting some advice, recharging yourself, your spirituality for a week. If there is a major excuse, alhamdulillah, but some people have no excuse whatsoever. They come and the shaitan convinced them, khalas, pray the Jumu'ah, you're done. That's a very common mistake. My brothers and sisters, another mistake is when the imam is making dua at the end of the khutbah, people raise their hands. There's no raising the hands at the time of the dua. You just say quietly, Ameen. When the imam walks in, or when the person walks into the masjid and the adhan, the imam is on the minbar and the mu'adhin is making the adhan, you see many people repeating after the mu'adhin, and when the imam stands up to give the khutbah, then they start their two sunnah. It is excellent to repeat after the mu'adhin in any other day except this salat. Listening to the khutbah is a wajib, repeating after the mu'adhin is a sunnah. So when you walk in and the mu'adhin is making the adhan, pray too quick. Rasulullah ﷺ called them khafifatan, very light, quick 2 rak'ah, and sit down and enjoy the khutbah. My brothers and sisters, another common mistake is that people walk into the masjid and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ya Habibi, even ordering good and forbidding evil is not allowed during the khutbah. Rasulullah ﷺ said, do not even tell your brother, be quiet. Do not say, be quiet. So you are saying the salam and you are forcing your brother to reply to you the salam. So do not say the salam. And if someone comes to you and said the salam, raise your hand. And after the salat, you gently, kindly advise him that during the khutbah, you do not say the salam. My brothers and sisters, these are few of the common mistakes that we face on a weekly basis, every single Jumu'ah. I hope that we go through them and try to avoid them to the best of our ability, asking Allah Azza wa Jal to make us from the people who listen and apply. I love you all for the sake of Allah.